first time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
James Helder, IFL TV, MTK Global. Just carrying on from our conversation in the motor, Billy Joe Saunders is going to teach us some basic boxing techniques.
Well, James, because I'm such a nice fella, I'm going to teach you some basics. I'm going to teach you some basics, literally while we're here. I'll teach Eubank a couple of basics. David Lemieux I'll throw in there. Who else? Let me think who else. Who else can I just teach? A couple of basic, you know what I mean? Just keep it so basic but simple that you need in the boxing world. Right, Mr. Elder, pick a bag.
I think, what bag do you prefer? What bag do you like? Something soft, because you're not get your hands wrapped up. So what's one of the softer bags in there?
Right, we'll go on the water bag, yeah?
Yep.
Right, first of all, I just want to explain to the camera as well. I'm not having a dig at anyone, but I see an interview on your channel that was stated by Eubank that David Lemieux wasn't the same fire as he is when he boxed other people. Now let me tell you the reason why. Did you do that interview with him or Coogan?
I believe it'd be Coogan that did
Maybe
that
so.
video.
Right, well I'm just saying, right, so just let me get this over straight. You're right, he wasn't the same man because I didn't let him be the same man, but I'll just show you why. Something that you didn't do when you boxed Groves is called basic. And that is called, first of all, it's called a jab. Yeah? So just, should I put it straight out to him or should I put it out to the public in all?
Whatever you would prefer, Bill.
All right, you can learn off this, but also this is to the young kids who's watching. The first thing is a jab. That's very important in a fight. And with a jab, what you should do is your foot and your jab for a sharp jab going at the same time, then step out. But if you haven't got good feet coordination, it don't really work. So we go 1 in, out. So that's this little jab. That busts them up, yeah? Then also, when you get a bit of confidence, James, then you start bringing around and you can bust them up even more with a jab, yeah? So that's just a quick one. So that's a jab, that's number 1. Now the other one is a straight 1-2, yeah? But you can't go 1-2 and then expect to throw a million punches if someone's not really there unless they're a punch bag. So if you go step 1-2, you'll give a little roll, or if they go back, then you have to follow them again, change it up a bit. But so that's a 1-2. Yeah, that's not 10 punches per second, but it's a basic 1-2 that works in a fight that you need. Then you have a double jab backhand. So I'm just going through all the basics here. So that's also a part of the basics. Now, also, you haven't got to go forward the whole time and either. You can have a little dance, little flick, little move, flick, flick. Oh, see that? See the sharp, ba ba bom. That upsets them a little bit, and then that gets them coming even more to you and wind them up. That's something I did to David. And then I just started bouncing around and turning him. So this is another basic. As they're coming, turn. Yeah? Just a little turn. Or you could even go this way and slip back out, then roll this way, then throw a million punches. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting off the basics there, aren't I, a little bit?
Oh yeah, it's great to get the basics off.
Not a lot of people can do that though, James. Do you know what I mean? Not a lot of people can go flick that way, roll that way, then back out, sit. Or if you want to get a little bit dirty, yeah, and you're inside, drop the shoulder, lift out, boom. Yeah? That's underneath the chin. Lift with the chin and bring one up. That's a little bit dirty. Or you want to bring one round. Again, I'm coming off the basics a little bit. This is sort of a...
Advanced basics.
Street brawl. That's what it is.
Street brawl.
If you're on the site, if ever you go on a gypsy site and you find yourself in a fight, you can always bring them in. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring them in. That one as well. And then maybe you could use that one. Yeah? But basic. So you've got your jab, then you have your 1-2. So this is all basic. Maybe an hook on there, or maybe an uppercut there. But all them shots leave there so you can roll off, and there so you can roll off. So you're never there to be it.
If you could teach David Lemieux or Chris Eubank Jr. by that standard, any one move, combination, one bit of boxing advice from Billy Joe Saunders, what would that be?
Jab. Just a basic jab. I mean, this is David Lemieux. Yeah, did you get that on camera? Because this is...
Can you show me that again? Sorry, my phone was ringing.
You've got to pay attention here, James. Then he's looking around like, where is he? Boom, oh, there he is. Boom, oh. You know what I mean? Yeah? So, even David Lemieux, I know he's got short little arms and he's a short little man. Maybe he could be a welterweight. Maybe. Yeah? He'd be a good welterweight. But a jab. But his jab's very short, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So basically that's the basics, Cook. Yeah? Then your feet work is just a little bit of kid and feint, pull out, kid and feint. I'll be a very good coach, me. A very good coach. I'm a bit hyperactive today, you know what I mean? I wanna get in there and have it with someone, do you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Should we go and find someone down the town?
Is there any chance that Lemieux and Chris Eubank Jr. could beat you in the ring with using this advice?
No, they won't do that. But they could learn something. Because look, I can come in this gym, yeah, and what I could do, I could practice for weeks and weeks, and probably eat this bag 9 punches per second. But that don't win you fights or win you a world title. What wins you a fight in a world title is using your brain, setting little traps, winning rounds. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's good like coming in like this, throwing loads of punches, but if someone's not actually there or they tie you up and you can't throw them punches, what do you really revert to doing? Is the basics. I mean, or you could do it another way. Just drop them back down to journeyman level and just let them fight away there for the rest of their careers, and they don't need the basics. So whoever promotes them or manages them could do that.
While we're on the idea of basics, have you got any advice for Jamal Charlo after his comments regarding yourself?
Yeah, if he could go back into that nightclub with someone who robbed up his brother and slap him up instead of acting the big gangsters on camera, that's the advice I'd give them. Walking up and down the little bags and walking up and down with 5 or 10 grand in them, acting big. Now they need to fight somebody because everything they own was in that bag and their little jewellery. They haven't got no more money, so they need to fight someone, 100%. And I'm sure if Golovkin or Canelo don't win it after their fight and after I fight Murray, I'm sure that Frank could organise one of them to come over, the middleweight to come over. Which would be very good. Be good for the British fans.
Jamal.
They're not really known over here though, are they? But still, you know, HBO would be interested in us. Are they with HBO? No, they're not, are they?
I'm not 100% sure.
I think they are, but yeah, they are with HBO. So maybe, just maybe, Frank Warren could invite one over. And they get the money back. What they lost in the night. Make the best of it. James, they got robbed by women. Some prostitutes robbed them up. Fuck yeah, no. So yeah, that was basically that one. So that's the only advice I can give them. I mean, they keep talking shit, so I'm sure Cal Brook will have one, and I'll have one. He's a light middleweight, I'm the middleweight. We could take him out of the game, and rightly so. 100%. There's 2 wins there, 1,000,000%.
Is there any truth in the rumour that you could potentially face George Groves in the summer?
No, listen, rumours are rumours. George is in a very good position. He's in the final of the World Boxing Super Series, so you have to take your hat off to him and you have to respect that he's put himself in that position and let him finish that out. I mean, look, who knows, after that and after all, if I move up or whatever happens, maybe so, but at the minute his eyes is on the prize, and rightly so. He can't look past Callum Smith. I think it's going to be a very, very good fight. And they're both going to earn some serious cash, so good luck to both of them, and you can't really knock them for that.
Did you enjoy Groves Eubank?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah. Won a few quid on it, so I enjoyed it even better.
Did you anticipate that outcome, obviously, because you put a bet on it? You had no doubt in your mind Groves would win that
No,
fight.
look, I always said to people was asked, what do you reckon? I sparred Groves, I boxed Eubanks. But Eubank has no boxing brain. I said, as soon as he meets someone who can just box a little bit, he'd get beat. And people say, oh, it's an off night, it's this. But basically, George Groves beat him with a jab and a little bit of feet work. And a bit of experience, tied him up. That was it. That's all he needed. It wasn't no skill, no fantastic boxing involved. There was good thinking involved, good game plan, and it paid off. It paid off to a T.
Before we go, can you just show us again one more time the jab that you recommend to be used so highly?
I'm just going to do an example of Chris Eubank's jab. Yeah. See, he sort of gives one to take one, maybe two. So they go, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? Only when he's fighting Germany, you can get inside and let him go. And David Lemieux, there's not a lot in their arsenal really, David Lemieux and him. But it's just got to be a nice sharp, crisp jab. I just want to see sharp jab. See, speed. It's all about speed. You see, probably your camera won't pick that up. Do you know what I'm saying?
We just caught you coming out. We didn't catch the actual going in bit.
Your camera just catches a white flash. Boom. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you think it's a ghost, it's not. It's me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the sharp you got to be. So then when you're in the ring, he's far. Boom, ooh, boom, boom. It could be game over.
On that note, Billy Joe's boxing school comes to an end. Billy Joe Saunders, always great to get you on the channel. Thank you very much for your time today. Last word, anything you want to add?
Anything else I want to add? Not really, James, no. Not really. There's nothing else I really want to add. I think I've added it all there. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, I want to say a little lean, boom, you know what I mean, as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Little left, little right. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
I know what you're saying. Good luck. We wish you the best of luck with your MTK showdown with Martin Murray.
Yes.
And we look forward to catching you real soon. Billy Joe Saunders, thank you.
Thank you very much. James,
in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.